Hello, welcome to this week ahead reading for the week of Monday, the 6th of September to Sunday, the 12th of September. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. September 2021. My name is Mo. Nice to have you here. I want to make this a quick and simple reading for the week ahead. I'm using the Halloween tarot because we are September now and Halloween is quickly approaching. I think there's something like 60 days left till Samhain or Halloween. Super looking forward to the Witch's New Year. What are the energies for this week? Monday, the 6th of September, Tuesday, the 7th of September, Wednesday, the 8th of September, Thursday, the 9th of September, and Friday, the 10th of September, Saturday, the 11th of September, and Sunday, the 12th of September. So a card came out, and it is Death. When I said, what are the energies for this week? This card popped out. It's card Death. Card number 13 of the Major Arcana. I'm feeling grief. And of course, with death comes grief. So I'm feeling like this week of Monday, the 6th of September to Sunday, the 12th of September, we're facing something that causes us a feeling inside in our chest where it's kind of stuck. We have this feeling something is rumbling here and it wants to come out. It wants to come out and it wants to make us cry. Wants to bring that choking, the inner choking feeling up and out and just release that energy. And it's going to be an energy where it could be daily because this is the energy for this week, Death, card number 13 of the Major Arcana. And you know, with any type of death, there is a grieving, there is missing somebody that we've lost. But also when we feel that energy of missing somebody, maybe you're going to be missing somebody that passed away that you were close to this coming week, Monday the 6th of September to Sunday the 12th of September. And just knowing that when you feel that grief, that sense of loss or missing somebody that you loved or somebody that you admired or you're close to, know that that person is with you in your grief, you know, that, or that animal or whoever it is that you lost in your lifetime, a stepbrother, an aunt, an uncle, a pet, you know, and when you miss them and you feel that sense of missing that person or that animal or that thing that you miss with all your heart, knowing that they're with you, that they are reminding you of them and that they are fondly putting their memory of them inside of you so that you can think about the good times and feel their presence with you. So maybe you are grieving the loss of somebody this week, or maybe you're grieving the loss of a relationship, you know, somebody that you broke up with or that broke up with you or that you could no longer continue to have a relationship with. It's not about rekindling that relationship because this is the Death card. It's about an ending. It's about something that has ended that you're never going to be able to have back again. You're never going to be able to hold that person again unless it's in the next lifetime. You know, if you believe in reincarnation, maybe you will find that person again in the next lifetime, or maybe when you pass on from this dimension to the next dimension, you will be reunited with them energetically. But just, I think the main message is knowing that with this Death card, that when you miss somebody, or when you miss a pet that you used to have, or when you miss a best friend or a friend, or a colleague, somebody that you were close to, know that when you miss them, it's because they're there with you and their presence is with you. And you feel like, because you feel the presence of that individual, you know that they are with you in spirit, and you just long to have their physical body with you again, just so that you could talk to them again, or hug them again, or see them smile, or hear their voice, you know, and remembering those memories fondly, but knowing that their spirit is with you. Okay, so that's the energy of the week. So let's get a card for Monday, the 6th of September. The Queen of Ghosts. That's Monday, the 6th of September. There's a lot of pensive energy with this card, the Queen of Ghosts. A lot of deep thinking. And the Queen of Ghosts in this card has a mermaid tail. Talks about deep diving, you know, going into the depths of the sea and seeing what lies there, seeing what lies at the bottom of the ocean, you know, where it's dark, dark, dark. When you think about a scuba diver going down to the bottom of the ocean to see the wreckage of a ship, or you know, to see the corals, or see the fish deep down at the bottom of the ocean, or the creatures that live there, you know, they often have a light with them, a flashlight, so they could see, because it's so dark down there, you know, to those depths that they plummet, you know, that they need oxygen to get to, you know, that they have to adjust to the depths, you know, gradually, because it's so deep down under the ocean. And this Queen of Cups is a mermaid, and mermaids, you know, they live at the bottom of the sea. It's not just the energy of the emotions of the Queen of Cups. It's not just knowing, you know, the deeper emotions, or feeling the deeper emotions, or nurturing the deeper emotions, but it's like, it's really wanting to know more. It's really wanting to go deep. It's really wanting to understand the psyche of a person, or understand your own psyche. You know, Monday the 6th of September with the Queen of Cups, understanding in a way where you want to mother yourself. You know, you want to just, and maybe you haven't had a good experience with your mother. So when I say you want to mother yourself, you don't, you know, you don't sit well with that feeling of a mother, you know, or whoever you consider to be that person who you consider your mother. And, you know, maybe that's not the best description of the Queen of Cups, but like, Queen of Cups has that feminine energy of the moon, you know, reflecting the light of someone else, you know, depending on someone else's light, but being independent at the same time, really living in that independence. And no matter what you look like, no, you know, on whatever given day, you know, maybe on Monday, the 6th of September, it's not so much about, you know, being the Queen of Cups and nurturing your emotions, so to speak, but it's more so like loving yourself, even though you may not understand yourself fully, you know, loving yourself, even though you may not fully be illuminated to the depths of who you are, you know, and bringing that light to the depths of who you are with the Queen of Cups, bringing that light to your psyche, to your mind, to your heart, bringing a light to those darker places, and just being like, what lies here, you know? And how can I admire its beauty? How can I see it as if, you know, it's something that not very many people will see, you know, because we don't illuminate those dark parts of ourselves for everybody, but because it might make us uncomfortable. But if you're willing to illuminate those dark parts of yourself for yourself, to understand yourself, to nurture yourself, to nurture those parts of yourself that you maybe want to keep in the closet, you know, those skeletons in your closet, you know, that you just, you know, you have this desire to understand and to know, but at the same time you feel ashamed of those things. The Queen of Cups is like, feel it all, you know, just feel it all on Monday. Whatever type of grieving you're doing over people that you miss, or whatever type of, you know, memories that you bring back up to the surface, you know, bring back up to the shore. This is a mermaid sitting on the shore, you know, maybe longing to be a part of another world, like we know in the story about the Little Mermaid, you know, belonging to a certain world, but wishing to be a part of another world. Maybe, you know, belonging to the darker parts of yourself, but wishing for more light, wishing to understand yourself better. You know, just feel it all on Monday. That's what I feel like with this Queen of Cups. It's like, just feel it all, you know, from the depths of the ocean to the light of the shore, you know. Whatever comes your way on Monday, you know, just greet it with an openness, greet it with a tenderness, greet it with a gentleness, like the Queen of Cups here, the Queen of Ghosts that we have. So that's Monday, the 6th of September. Tuesday, the 7th of September, we have the Page of Pumpkins. The Page of Pumpkins is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles has to do with physical things, you know, taking care of your money, taking care of your body, taking care of your belongings, and feeling enthusiastic about it. Tuesday, Mars Day, you know. Tuesday is mardi in French. Mars, you know, the fighting planet. Maybe you're feeling like you're new to a certain situation on Tuesday, but with the Page of Pumpkins, you greet it with an enthusiasm. Whatever is coming to you that you feel new to, maybe a new job, maybe a new regime, you know, like a new regiment for yourself, something that, you know, you're hoping to plant a seed to see come to fulfillment in the future. Maybe you're starting a new exercise routine or a new nutrition plan, or maybe you're picking back up where you left off and you're hoping to see some more results from something that you let go, you know, months back, weeks back, days back, you know, something that you decided that you weren't going to try to continue to uphold or to continue to do. You could be picking that back up again with the Page of Pumpkins on Tuesday and hoping to see results from something that you're starting that is new. And you're feeling enthusiastic about it. I'm feeling like, you know, maybe you weren't able to do something for a while and now you're feeling like you have the energy to do it again. Or you feel like you're enthusiastic about starting something that you put off for a while. Maybe a new savings plan, maybe a new goal to save up for a certain item that you really want. But we're feeling close to the earth on Tuesday, September 7th, with the Page of Pumpkins, because we have the pumpkins, which is the suit of earth, and feeling connected, feeling grounded, you know, not feeling as emotional on Monday with the Queen of Ghosts, the Queen of Cups, but feeling more connected to material things, you know, cleaning your house, you know, blessing your home by cleansing, saging it, using the physical things around you, like, a sage stick or a sage bundle or Palo Santo or whatever you use to cleanse your house, a singing bowl, to use sound to cleanse your house. Maybe this page of pumpkins on Tuesday, September 7th is saying it's time to do that. It's time to, do that spring cleaning if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, or do that fall cleaning, if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. I'm even going Halloween shopping with the page of pumpkins, because we are connecting this to being enthusiastic about earthly things. And I mean, we do have a pumpkin that she's holding here, so maybe you're picking up something really Halloween-y from the store. But just really feeling connected to the earth, really feeling like as much as you appreciate the spiritual realm, you're feeling more like close to the earth on Tuesday. So let's get a card for Wednesday, the 8th of September. Six of Imps, which is the Six of Wands. So we have fire energy here. Wednesday, the 8th of September. The Six of Imps is a card of victory, but it's not a card of victory sans a struggle, without the struggle. Because the struggle was real and you haven't forgotten that, but you are victorious. You're feeling victorious. You're feeling acknowledged. Maybe someone close to you in your life is telling you, hey, you look really good, or you've come a far way, or I'm proud of you. Somebody could be giving you words of affirmation with the Six of Imps on Wednesday, the 8th of September. Someone could be encouraging you and making you feel like, yeah, I am successful in that respect. I really have accomplished a lot when it comes to that, Somebody's encouraging you and you're feeling victorious. You're feeling like, yeah, I did a really good job when I took up that challenge, The Six of Imps could also be encouraging us to feel the passion or the fire or the ambition to feel good about yourself, feel passionate, feel fiery, feel creative, That's what I see for Wednesday, the 8th of September with the Six of Imps. And it's also a good day to encourage someone else, because you have that victorious mentality. It could be good to lend that mentality to someone in your life. Maybe somebody that you haven't acknowledged in a while, just calling them up and being like, hey, I've been thinking about you, and I really think, when I think of you fondly. You've really, made a difference in my life, encouraging someone else, not just being encouraged, but also like using your fiery spirit, your energy, that energy that you gained from, doing something right in your life, to really make someone else feel that same way, make someone else feel like they've done something good in their life as well. So Thursday, the 9th of September. We have the Wheel of Fortune on Thursday, the 9th of September. I was listening to a tarot reader today, Mystic Tarot, here on YouTube, and she was talking about the Wheel of Fortune in one of her readings for Libra. And she was talking about how the Wheel of Fortune is like an eye-opening event where you are leveled up. You're leveled up in life, because it's not just like, okay, things are going right in my life, so I feel good, but it's like, hey, I really do have a good life, and then I'm going to level up because I have that viewpoint, because I have that positive outlook, everything will naturally gravitate to me in a way where I will see it with fresh eyes, where I will see it with, excitement, determination, gratitude. Maybe Thursday, the 9th of September, you're writing a list of things that you're grateful for, or you're just remembering to be grateful for the little things, or you're, thinking about someone else's life and being like, wow, I'm really blessed, and not comparing yourself, but just being like, wow, I'm really blessed, wow. And then, the wheel will turn, in your favor, because, a wheel goes up and a wheel goes down, right? But the wheel will go down, in life, and it's all about our perspective, like if you're hanging on the wheel like this individual and the wheel turns upside down and your head down, feet up, you're seeing the world from an upside down perspective. But it's still possible, though, even though you're seeing the world in an upside down perspective, to say, wow, this upside down perspective is really something. I've never seen things from this perspective. And that way it's kind of connected to the hangman, because it's kind of like, I'm willing to be comfortable with this upside down perspective in order to see things differently, and the Wheel of Fortune on Thursday, the 9th of September, is also like, things might be crazy in your world, or sometimes things might feel like they're not going in your direction, or they're not, going in your favor. But knowing that there's always the center to the wheel, and if you try to stay centered and grounded, no matter what happens around you, which is the energy I feel for Thursday, the 9th of September, where it's like, you're feeling centered, and if you take that energy of the Wheel of Fortune and allow yourself to feel centered at the center of the wheel, then no matter what's happening around you, you are grounded, because you're at your core who you are, what you stand for, what your mission is in life, I invite you to feel the energy of your mission being a mission of love, because if you say to yourself, my purpose in life is to love, everything I do is done in love, therefore everything I do is my purpose, you realize that no matter what you're called to do in life, you are fulfilling a purpose of love. And I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is that calling, where it's like, don't feel unhappy with your job. Don't feel unhappy. I mean, it's okay to feel like, oh, I wish I could do something else, but like, be happy where you are, because the wheel could turn and you could end up somewhere else, and then maybe you'll be like, wow, I wish I was back to where I used to be, where I was unhappy at that time, but looking back, I realized that it was actually a good time. It was a magical time, and oftentimes I feel that in my own life, I'll look back at certain situations and be like, wow, there was so much magic, and I didn't even recognize it in the moment, So it's just being like, in the future, when I look back at myself at this age, or at this part of life, I'll look back at it and I'll be like, wow, that really was something, And the Wheel of Fortune invites us to look at life like that, to look at life being centered and grounded and stable in our understanding of ourselves, and being like, no matter what the season is, no matter what is happening in the skies above, no matter what is happening on the earth below, I am happy and I am content, and no matter how the wheel turns, I will choose to see life from a positive perspective. That's the message for Thursday, the 9th of September, with the Wheel of Fortune, card number 10 of the Major Arcana. So let's go to Friday, the 10th of September. What is the energy for Friday, the 10th of September, please? Spirit, give us some energy for Friday, the 10th of September. Give us some message, please. Friday, 10th of September. Okay, so 4 cards fell out, but only 1 card fell out face up. So that's the card I'm going to take. It's the Queen of Pumpkins for Friday, the 10th of September. Queen of Pumpkins. So we had the Queen of Ghosts, which was the Queen of Cups on Monday. And on Friday, the 10th of September, we have the Queen of Pumpkins, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Let's remember that the overall energy was that Death card. So I feel like Friday, the 10th of September, with the Queen of Pumpkins and this Death card energy for the week is saying like, you're thinking about somebody in your life who's still in your life. Somebody that you could easily call up, someone that you could easily go see, somebody that you could easily text or be in the present moment with. Don't allow yourself to feel guilty about the fact that you might not be able to see this person on Friday. You know, there's a reason for everything, and I think the Queen of Pumpkins would tell us that if she was with us. She would tell us like, don't feel guilty, you know, I know you love me. Don't feel guilty. I know you care about me. Don't feel guilty. You've proven yourself to me already. I love you. I care about you. I know you're busy. I know you have a lot on your plate. You know, that's the energy with the Queen of Pumpkins, where it's like a grounded, nurturing energy, an earthly energy. I'm feeling motherly vibes with this again, just like the Queen of Ghosts. Like, you know, maybe you don't have a good experience with your birth mother or whatever, whoever you consider to be your mother figure. But this card is saying like, if you had somebody in your life who was like, listen, I know you're thinking about me and that's what matters. I know that you think about me with good thoughts and you send me good vibes, positive affirmations. And I know that you try to allow yourself to believe positive things about me at all times. I know maybe our relationship hasn't always been the best relationship, but I know that you love me and I know that I love you too. And even though I'd love to spend more time with you, you know, I understand that you're busy. I understand that, you know, time goes by quickly and, you know, you get tired. I know that you have your own life now. I know that you are grown up. You know, I know that you care about me, and whenever you have time, give me a call. Whenever you have time, stop by. You know, whenever you have time, if you have more time, I'd love to go for a coffee with you. It could be your mother-in-law, it could be your mother, it could be your sister, it could be you know, a feminine energy to you, somebody who exudes that motherly energy, somebody that you sometimes feel guilty that you know, don't spend enough time with, or that you wish you could see more because they're presently with you in this life. And you know that if they pass away, you're going to miss them greatly. But it's just knowing that like that person's only a thought away. You could easily call them, you could easily text them, you could easily send them a voice message, or go stop by and see them, but they just don't want you to feel guilty. That's the energy I'm getting. Is like, don't feel guilty. I know you love me type of energy. So Friday, the 10th of September, if you have the time or the ability to call this person up or talk to this person or go for a coffee with this person, do so. But if you don't have time, just send them positive vibes and know that they're thinking about you in a positive way as well. That's what I see with the Queen of Pumpkins for Friday, the 10th of September. Let's go on to Saturday, the 11th of September. What does Saturday, the 11th of September have in store for us, Spirit? Saturday. Well, the 5 of Pumpkins. This is one of those cards where it's like, you draw the Five of Pumpkins and your heart just drops. You're like, oh my God, what? You know, why does life have to have the Five of Pumpkins in it? You know, it's that card of like, I don't see a hopeful situation here, or I feel like the outcast, or I don't understand how this person could believe something like that, because I don't see it that way. You know, I'm getting the energy of religion with this card as well, because this stained glass window reminds me of like a cathedral or a church. And for a lot of people, the idea of church is a dead idea, you know, or the idea of church is just like, that's where I go to a funeral, or that's where I go, you know, for Christmas, or for Easter, you know, like church is not a living thing to most people. It's just like a building, a beautiful building made of, you know, stained glass windows and statues. And there's something about a church that is attractive aesthetically, but like most people don't see the church as their spiritual go-to. But life is hard, right? Life is hard, and it's like, what is your spiritual go-to when life is hard? On Saturday, the 11th of September, think about that. Like, where do I turn when life is hard and I just want to be reconnected to spirit? Because that's where you're going. Like, that's where you're heading. You know, that's where you need to know, I'm going to go through this hard time because I know that I'm going in a direction where I'm going to feel spiritually fulfilled as long as I keep heading in this direction. You know, I might be bare feet in the snow, but I know that I'm going to a place where once I get there, I'll feel fulfilled. I'll feel connected. I'll feel, and maybe it's just like going out in the snow. Maybe it's just like going barefoot in the snow in the forest and, you know, feeling the crunch of the snow under your feet. I know there's a girl here on YouTube, I can't remember her name, but I saw a video of her where she went barefoot in the snow, and where she took off all her clothes and went into the water in the forest, with snow-covered forest, and she just connected to the earth that way. And it's like, that was her temple. That was her spiritual place at that time. And it's like, you know, life can be hard, is what the Five of Pumpkins is saying, but it's like, when it is hard, where do you turn to feel that comfort? Because there is a place where you can find that comfort. And if it's church, all the more power to you. You know, if it's going to a Catholic cathedral, like, and taking pictures of the stained glass windows from the outside or from the inside or from whatever, or going to a cemetery, you know, where is that place where you can feel connected to the other world, where you can be like, yes, life in this physical plane is hard for me right now, but I know there's a spiritual plane and I will connect to it regardless of what life is throwing my way. You know, and maybe on Saturday, the 11th of September, it's not so much that you're going through a hard time, but it's just like, stop and ask yourself, like, where have I gone in the past when I've had a hard time? You know, where have I gone mentally? What has been my mantra? What has been that go-to spiritual place that I go to? Because in the future, you never know. Like, with this death card, there's a very somber feeling this week of like, deep thinking, you know, deep knowing, deep understanding of like the fact that we're all mortal and we're all going to the same place. You know, we're all going to end up in the earth, or somehow, you know, we're all going to, underneath this skin, this flesh suit, there's a skeleton, you know, that will end up in the earth. And it's like, that might sound morbid, but it's like, enjoy the present moment, where even if you're going through a difficult situation, you can still feel a higher sense of self. You know, you can still feel connected to your crown chakra and to all your chakras, and really balance yourself and ground yourself, but also just open that third eye and connect to that third eye energy. So that's Saturday, the 11th of September with the Five of Pumpkins. Let's get our last card for Sunday, the 12th of September. Sunday, the 12th of September. The Eight of Imps, which is the Eight of Wands. Interesting. So we got some fire energy here. And we haven't had any swords energy. And our weekly major arcana is the Wheel of Fortune. And the overall arching energy is death. And the Eight of Imps speaks about communication, being passionate, speaking your mind, like I'm doing now, talking, being passionate about the tarot, talking about the meaning of the tarot, connecting the passion I have for the unknown with like speaking my mind. And I feel like one of the things the tarot has given me, if I can be personal for a little bit, is a voice. Because without the tarot, I would not be able to speak my mind the way I do. So what is your outlet on Sunday, the 12th of September? What is that outlet that you use to speak your mind, to be creative, to be passionate? What is that store you go to pick up your art supplies? Because maybe that's a good place for you to go on Sunday, the 12th of September. What are you doing with all those art supplies in your closet? Because maybe Sunday is a good day to take them out and start to paint that box, or bedazzle that shirt, or dye that shirt, or do your makeup the way you usually used to do it, but that you haven't really felt the energy to, or dye your hair, or cut your hair, or wear that outfit that you wanted to wear for so long but could never find the opportunity or the event to wear it to. Just do it because you want to communicate your authenticity, your originality, your flavor to the world. I feel like that's the energy. It's very fiery. It's like 8 wands, 8 wands flying through the sky. In this case, we have 8 imps, and they're just like, they all have little arrows, as if to say like, I'm going to shoot you with my arrow just like Cupid and make you fall in love. Like 8 of Wands is saying like, what are you falling in love with again on Sunday, the 12th of September? What are you allowing yourself to feel passionate about? What are you allowing yourself to communicate about yourself, to communicate to others? What is that conversation you've been wanting to have for so long but just never felt the guts to do it? To say that first sentence, or to say I love you to somebody. What are you waiting for to tell that person that you love them? What are you waiting for to send that letter to somebody that you've been thinking about for a long time? What are you waiting for to listen to that song that always made you go back to that feeling of being in love? What are you listening to? There's a lot of creative energy with the 8 of Imps, like fire, passion, love, drive, ambition. I mean, the energy is just so ripe for like, dancing, remembering times where you used to dance, or that one time when you went to the club and you danced your heart out and there were people around you and one of them stopped you and said, you're beautiful, don't ever change who you are. You're just like a stranger dancing next to you, remembering those little things and feeling human, feeling like I experienced that, and that experience made me feel human, and maybe Sunday, the 12th of September is a day where you will feel more human, more connected to the earth, more connected to love, and don't forget that without death, there is no birth, the opposite of death is birth. What is the life you are birthing for yourself every day, When you go to sleep at night, or when you lay your head on the pillow, whatever time of day it is for you, where you lay your head on the pillow and you say, yes, the day is over. I'm laying my head down now. I'm going to sleep, technically, you're just sleeping, but it could be considered like a form of death when you go to sleep at night. You're allowing your body to rest, you're turning off your mind, your subconscious is kicking in, but it's like a little death every night or every time you lay your head on that pillow to close your eyes and fall asleep. It's like, tomorrow's a new day. What's going to be birthed tomorrow? But let me think about today and like what I enjoyed about today. there's a lot of reflective energy with this coming week. Monday the 6th of September to Sunday the 12th of September is a lot of reflective energy, like reflecting on your life, reflecting on, and I guess that's what kind of people do when they're on their deathbed. You know, they reflect about their life, they reflect about the legacy they're going to leave behind, they reflect about their experiences, they reflect about their favorite song or their favorite moment of life or their favorite person. And you know, like I started out this reading saying, you miss somebody you love, somebody or something, someone that you love, or an animal that you lost that passed away. Also remember that we are not here forever either. So, you know, it's thinking about people that passed, but then thinking like, what are people going to think about me after I'm gone? Are they going to remember me and be like, wow, I really miss that person? And are you going to visit them and be like, I still love you, I'm still here with you, you know? I know it's kind of heavy, but that's just the energy I see for this week with these cards and this major arcana, death. And we also had the major arcana, Wheel of Fortune. Like, you know what, this time, it's our time. You know, this life that you're living right now, watching this video, it's your shine, it's your spotlight. But you know, in 100 years from now, someone else is going to be under the spotlight. Someone else is going to be shining, living their best life, you know? And you might be in the afterlife and just floating around as a spirit or as an entity. And maybe you'll decide in 100, 200 years from now that you want to be reborn to this earth and start all over again. You know, death and birth. So I hope this was a helpful reading for you. If you did enjoy this, leave a thumbs up. My name is Mo Moon. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in my next video. Peace.